Hello, good people. We are back. Let's work on expressions and let's do expressions here. I hope we are fine up to what we've covered so far. The topics we've covered. I hope we are fine. I want us to get started on expressions. Now, what's an expression? What's an expression? Expression is a combination of items like variables. So we combine a variable. We talk of variable initially. We talk of literals. We talk of operators, parentheses. The combination of all these forms an expression. All this together forms an expression. How can how does an expression look like? An expression will look like 2 multiplied by x plus y, x plus 1. X minus 1. Now, here, if we try to give all these values or statements, we try to have them in our expression written here. So a variable we'll have x is a variable, right? Literal is any number in an expression. Any is a specific value in code, like 2. So here we have 2 literals, 2 and 1. For the operators, we have values like operators. We have plus, minus, multiply, divide. Those are operators. And we have parentheses. We have what encloses x and y. We call them parentheses. So this qualifies to be an expression, and we have given meaning to each of the numbers we have, literal, each of the what we have, vocabulary we have, literal, operator, parenthesis, and a variable. For the arithmetic expression, we have a plus. It's an addition. X plus y forms a plus. Okay, we can say x plus y is plus. Sorry. Plus. Plus is sum. So sum. Subtract. This is used to divide, and a star for multiply. Then we have 2 stars. It's exponent. We say exponential. So for example, let me give an example of if we say x and of y. Here we say x raised to y. I don't raised x to the power of y. I hope that makes sense. X raised to, okay, if we say x multiplied by 2, that means x raised to 2, x to the power of 2. I hope that makes sense. We'll have more examples of that as we go along. I hope that's clear of what an expression is. So we say, for example, of x plus y. X plus y is an expression. Why? Because we have a variable, we have an operator, and a literal. We say x plus y. Sorry. X plus y. X plus y. X plus y. Sorry. Here we have a literal being a number, we have a operator being a plus, and we have a variable being an x. I hope that's clear. Another question is, does 2x does this qualify to be an expression? The answer is no, because we just have 2 and an x. It doesn't qualify to have x is not a multiply. Maybe that has to x to multiply. Could it be in a star? That could be not. But we just have 2x, which makes this a variable name. This is not valid. It's not valid. Yeah, I guess that's how and how we name our expressions. So how do we evaluate expressions? Now, once you have written an expression, you'll have to evaluate it to a value. So if we say, for example, we say y, there's a common expression, y equals to mx plus. I guess this is a rule of a straight line. I think so. Y equals to mx plus. So this normally equates to this. Okay, this is what the expression has been evaluated to, right? So that's how we evaluate an expression. We give it a value. An expression evaluates to a value which replaces the expression, right? So here y replaces this expression, basically because it will equate to y. If we say there are rules for arithmetic operators. So we have the parentheses. We normally have rules for arithmetic operations. So we normally start with values on. Sorry about that. We normally start with what's on the parentheses, and we use the exponent is next. We normally have a unary, unary minus is next. Then we have modulo. We'll discuss that as we go along. We'll have the plus and the minus, and the more than one operator of equal precedence could be evaluated. The evaluation occurs from left to right. That's clear. We'll do an example and then we'll see how that works out. Yeah, and I hope that's most of what our expression comes to. We'll handle an example and then we see how an expression. So let's create here expression. So we're going to we're going to write here an example on how to work with expressions. So we want to calculate the total cost of leasing a car. Calculate the total cost of leasing a car. Given down payment, monthly rate, and the number of months. So we're going to solve this. Now, going to comment this last, you can just select and / it auto comments all the lines. Another way of commenting the lines is using the see this the speech marks. You will have to have our statements in them so that the statement is commented out. So our question now is comment out. This is the correct way to comment out more than one line. What I was trying to show you is that I should cut whereby you select all, then press /. So selecting all of the same way you want to comment out, you select all, press Control/. Okay, that's how it's commented. Anyway, let's write our let's get started over here. Yeah, let's get started. So we have a down payment. Down pay is equals to, we want to put the down payment they are going to pay. So here, remember, initially we were working with float, but now we want to have it as an integer. So we're going to have an input. Then we ask the user to input so ask the user enter down payment. So first get the down payment from the user, then stood in a variable name called down pay. Then we have a payment pay per month. It's most advisable when having variable names, use underscore within the words pay underscore per underscore month. So we'll take an integer input from the user as well. So we're going to ask the user to enter monthly pay. Right? So this gets the monthly pay from a user. And then how many months do they want to pay? Now basically we're just still getting the input from the user. I hope it's now easy to get an input from the user from your end. With just more practice you get to understand, you get to master it. Enter number of month. So with these three, we'll be able to get the down payment, the pay per month, and the number of months. So how do we calculate the total cost? Total cost of listing a car given down payment. So we'll use a calculation. We'll have a calculation similar to an expression to get the total pay. Total cost is equals to down payment. We add down pay. We add to payment per month multiplied by the number of months. By the number of months. Now let's go through this. Let's go through this equation. It's like saying y is equals to down payment is equals to a plus parenthesis number of month, we'll say pay per month a plus b. Given that we're getting not a. So this b parenthesis. So in our writing, okay, this is just an example. When writing our rules for an expression, it should have a parenthesis which we have in our sample, small sample here, parentheses, it will have a literal, which is a number. Okay, here I could say, let's say we're sure of the down payment they are going to make, right? Let's say we're sure of that. In our equation we've just taken in, let's say we know, right? Then the literal is a number, we just get the number. The variable we have, which is y, which b and c as well. We have as well, basically that's what makes an expression. And we have what we are equating our expression to. So we can print. You can print the total cost. We see what the amount of leasing the car. You can easily print that. This will just show us the total cost at the end. Because we want to at least have some text to show the user. So we're going to say so we're going to add some text here. We're going to say the total cost of leasing the car is, then we use a dollar sign, we make it now variable, make it a dollar sign, then you use it in parentheses. Okay, so this will output the total cost of leasing the car is total cost. Now we're going to have it to two float point. We're going to use the full color. I hope we're now sure of how to output that. Then we say dot 2f. We can use 3, 4, whichever we like, but right now let's use 2. Let's we go back, then we go to expressions, and we say Python. Sorry, I say Python. Down payment. Let's say the user wants to pay down payment of 2,000. Monthly pay, they like to pay 500 or 200. The number of months which he wants to pay for, he wants to pay for 24 months, which is like 2 years. So it means the total cost of leasing the car is. Let me see the do you have an error? The total cost of leasing the car becomes 6,800. I hope we are okay. We have seen the floating point is 2. And the calculation is down payment, which is 2,000, plus payment per month 200 multiplied by 24. So this multiplied by this is 4,800. 200 times 24 is 2,000 is 4,800 plus 2,000 becomes 6,800. Our calculation is clear. And I hope we are clear up to there. I don't know if there's anyone with a question. Okay, you're not supposed to. Okay, I use the dollar sign because I wanted to output the currency in dollar sign. So if you're in a different currency state, you can use 2,000 plus 224. Yeah, 6,800. So the dollar sign here was for to output in the currency 2,000. It was to output 6,800 as a USD. But in case you're using a different currency, you can have the currency. So we just have to have this in open and closing the bracket. Right? I hope we are clear up to there. Whereby we have said, normally in such kind of question, when doing the hire purchase of a car, the company that does the hire purchase normally gives you the month you are supposed to pay the car, and you don't choose it for yourself. Like in this case, we've chosen for the users has picked that for themselves. I hope that's clear up to there, and I want to maybe touch on something small called there are special operators in Python. Special operators, or some basically shortcuts, I'd say. So instead of saying we have something, we have the additional assignment, whereby if we say age is equals to age plus 1. We want to do an addition of age. We will say age plus is equals to 1. Oh, that's clear. Those are among the special operators. So now that's clear. Like another example of the same, if we say we want to add books equals to book plus 1. We want to add another book. So we will say this will equate to book plus is equals to 1. Hope that's clear. If we want to do another thing like chair, is equals to chair plus chair plus 1, right? We want to add another chair. This will equate to chair plus is equals to 1. Hope we're clear for that. The additional assignment, the subtraction assignment is the same. Subtraction. So whereby we say age is equals to age plus 1. So this will equate to age minus is equals to 1. And the same for the rest. You can write the rest for yourself. Multiplication so here we'll say I'll just do one example and then we'll do the rest. So I'll do for this one, I'll do for book. So book is equals to book multiplied by book multiplied by 1 multiplied by multiplied by 1. So this will equate to book multiplied by is equals to 1. You can write for chair for age by yourself. If there's a question, let me know in the comment section. For another one is division, just the same thing as well. So we'll say chair is equals to chair divided by 1. This will equate to chair divided by is equals to 1. There's something called modular operator. We'll cover this as we go along. Modular operator. So we'll cover this as we go along. So here we say I'll go back to age equals to age modulo 1. You got this modulo age modulo 1. Whereby, okay, the expression without age is equals to age modulo 1. Yeah, sorry for that, modulo 1. This will equate to age modulo is equals to 1, right? one. Hope we are clear up to that. These are what we call special operators in expressions in Python. Hope that's clear. What we have covered so far. We can look at division and modulo in our next, as we approach the end of expressions, and then we can see what to do next. Thank you for your time. I hope this is home. We can as we go along, we'll see how we're going to use them in examples, and we'll be able to cover more on this. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. We're going to dwell on this in our next class. See you then. In case you have questions, let me know in the comment section. Bye.